Hello, BookTube. I was tagged by Elena Makridina with the Clean Slate book tag. It was originally created by Catalyst Reads, and if I remember, I will link both their channels down below. I thought I should get a move on and do this before I forgot about it. So the first question is, are there any genres that you are going to read more of or less of in 2018? I can't think of any change in genre reading that I would like to do, but I would like to read more books by South Africans. That's the only thing that I've consciously made a decision about for the coming, well, for this year. Number 2, are there any books you have read recently that changed or challenged some of your own philosophies or beliefs? I can't say that I've read any books recently that have changed philosophies or beliefs, but I will say that Stalin by Robert Service definitely corrected a lot of misinformation that I had received as a child at school. So we will just put it down there, because if I start on that rant, this video will just have an hour in front of the number. Number 3, who would you recommend for a newbie to watch? I think I would go with somebody like Steve Donahue, perhaps. And the reason being is not because Steve gets 1 million books in the mail for free, because that's not the idea I would really want to put across, that you need to have tons of books. But what I do like about Steve's channel is that he doesn't go into all the fancy editing. You know, he films, well, originally it was on his phone, now it's on a laptop or something. And he films these videos, he uploads them, and Bob's your auntie, there you've got it. He doesn't spend hours of time or thousands of bucks on equipment and editing material and things like that. And I think that's a nice idea, because there is so much information out there that would be nice to share with regards to books that I think maybe people are not sharing because, you know, fear of the technology or the cost of the technology to make good quality videos. There are other booktubers as well. I'm thinking of Mel at Bookland Adventures, Leah at Hide and Seek. I mean, she was filming in her pharmacy, so on the dispensary. So, I mean, you know, you don't have to have this backdrop to make booktube videos. Do you have a book bucket list? Yes, I do, and it is constantly changing, because people mention books and I go, dude, I really have to read that. And then a couple of months later, I have no idea what that book was, but there's another one that I really need to read. There are classics out there, though, that are on the list that I really want to do. I mean, obviously, I want to read my way through all of Shakespeare, and I would like to, you know, read all of the Canterbury Tales. I've read quite a lot of them, but not every single one. Yeah, so the classics, there's pretty much a more distinct bucket list, but with regards to modern reads, it's forever changing. I would also like to put a good dent in all the Man Booker Prize winners as well. Number 5, what is it about BookTube that has surprised you the most? Well, initially I was going to say how welcoming and friendly the community is, but then I wasn't really surprised because people have been saying this for years. But what I am surprised with is how large the mature community is and how it's growing on a daily basis, because I'm absolutely loving this. I'm loving the fact that I'm hearing about books that I'm more likely to be interested in by people who've got, let's say, the same energy levels. You know, there's no bouncing about. I'm loving that the mature audience on BookTube, well, the mature content makers are growing, that there's a lot more out there for those of us who have passed puberty. Number 6, what are some of your goals? It doesn't have to be just related to BookTube. Okay, well, let's start with book goals. I would like to read over 100 books this year. This is the first year that I've put my Goodreads challenge down as 100. Usually I chicken off and put it down as 50, but you know, I know in my head it's over 100, so I might as well just start with it over 100. I would like to continue making BookTube videos. I would like to get to the point where I've got a bit of a rhythm, but at the moment everything, well, my life is a bit unpredictable, so, you know, finding that rhythm is a bit hard. But I'd like to get to the point where I can say, look, I make videos on this day, I upload on the next day, you know, maybe once, twice a week, and have a bit of a schedule for it. And then non-related to BookTube. Oh, well, I'd like to make the most of my new job for next year. I'm going to be with new people, new teachers, new kids. That part's a bit daunting because, you know, I've worked on my reputation. The kids don't misbehave in my class. Well, they didn't. I don't know what they're going to do now this year. So, you know, I'd like to make that a success. Can we just put that as a general goal? I'd like to have my new school experience a success. Yeah. If you could meet, dead or alive, any writer, artist, or musician, who would they be? Okay, so writer, I think I'm going to go with Neil Gaiman. Now, I can't say that I've loved, adored every one of Neil Gaiman's books, but what I do love is A, hearing him read them, because that man could read the telephone directory to me and I'd be thrilled. I also love listening to his interviews, his speeches. He hit something inside of me, and I would love to have a conversation with Neil Gaiman. I think I would, I don't know, I'd probably be sitting like my cat, rubbing my head against his leg while he spoke. It would probably be embarrassing. As to musician, I would love to listen to Mario Frangoulis sing live to me and just me, because his voice, it's like getting my tummy rubbed. Oh man, his voice does things to me. He's a Greek tenor. He was born in Zimbabwe though. And oh yeah, just love listening to him sing. Number 8, would you rather have your life written by your favorite author or be portrayed in a movie by your favorite actor or actress? That would be implying that there is something exciting in my life that's worth writing about, because I think even those books where nothing happens would seem a lot more thrilling than my life. So I don't know if I necessarily want to, you know, throw my favorite writer or actor under the wheels of that dead-end steam train, because there is nothing worth writing about. Number 9. What are some of the challenges you have had to overcome or would still like to improve upon with regards to your channel? Okay, challenges to overcome. The big energy drain when life starts getting a bit tough, to, you know, sit and brush my hair to stop all the spiky bits from sticking up like they always do anyway. But I try and tame them first. To find the energy to do that and then to sit down and hit record. It sounds like it's not hard, but it feels hard. That part can be challenging, especially when life and work and everything else just seems to be ganging up on one. But as far as things that I'd like to improve upon, lighting. Today I'm trying to film during the day. However, there isn't much light in here anyway, so I've still got the light and the light on. Yeah, electricity. Anyway, but we'll figure that one out. Number 10. What advice would you give someone who is thinking about deleting their BookTube channel? Okay, this is a tricky one, because it's not just leaving BookTube, it's deleting the channel. And I know back in the days before I started my own BookTube channel, there were multiple BookTubers that I used to love watching, like Lindsay Ray. And when she left, she deleted her channel. And I know I was sitting there the one time going, oh, I know she spoke about this book. I wish I could go back and watch her videos and see which one it was. But there's nothing left. So deleting the channel, I'd say, are you sure? You know, take a hiatus, maybe stop making videos. But we'll get to that point just now. But do you really want to delete? It depends on, you know, the reasoning for it. If it's something that M was encountering where she was being trolled by people and really being bullied and harassed online, then I could completely understand. I mean, this is something that one does for fun, not to stick oneself in the stock so that folks can come and throw veggies at you. So it depends on the situation, really. But as to deleting the channel, that's loads of information gone. Even though they say once it's on the internet, it's never gone until you want it. And then who do I tag? Well, I must admit, what with having worked multiple jobs and then worked 12-hour shifts in one job, I am still trying to catch up on all the BookTube videos that I have missed. So I'm not too sure as to who has and hasn't done this. But I did check And I know Leah at Hide and Seek has not done this. So Leah, I am tagging you, the Clean Slate book tag. Have fun. As for everybody else, thank you so much for watching. It's great to be back. Happy New Year, by the way. And I look forward to watching your videos. Bye.